Hi, my name is Lisa Sauter. I've been a Workday and now A4 consultant for 2.5 years, and today I would like to discuss the talent and performance features in the 2026 R1 release. You can already see it on the screen. The first topic I would like to introduce you to is the anonymous by default feedback. As a reminder, we have 3 feedback visibility types. We have confidential feedback. This allows users to select the don't share with recipient checkbox. We have the private feedback, which this is used if you want only the recipient and users with access on the worker data private feedback domain to be able to see it. And then last but not least, we have the anonymous feedback. And this is used if you don't want the names of feedback providers to show on feedback submissions. With this new update, you have the option to default the anonymous feedback. We can default feedback to be anonymous on the give feedback business process, get feedback on self business process, and on the get feedback on worker business process. And let me go ahead and share a different screen just for you to be able to see that. You can see this is a screenshot of the give feedback business process. So let's assume I would like to give feedback to a team member and I don't want my name to be shown on the feedback submission. So previously I had to go ahead and unselect the show my name checkbox. But with this new feature, this is automatically defaulted to be anonymous. If I scroll down to a screenshot of the get feedback on worker task, assuming I'm a manager, I request feedback on an employee in my team from another team member and don't want the feedback provider's name to show. Now I no longer have to select the make feedback anonymous as it is already defaulted. Same thing applies to the get feedback on self. Scroll down, you can see a screenshot here as well. Assuming I request feedback on myself from several people in my team and I want the feedback providers' names to be anonymous, now the make feedback anonymous checkbox is already selected, which is a huge benefit. If I go ahead and share the PowerPoint presentation again, I would like to address the business challenge this solves. And this kind of goes hand in hand with why some clients choose to enable anonymous feedback in the first place. So often clients opt into anonymous feedback to support a more open culture, because if feedback is anonymous, then people are more likely to share honest input just because they feel more comfortable doing so. So now, with being able to default the anonymous feedback, people no longer have to select the respective checkboxes first, which can increase the feedback volume moving forward. If you choose to deploy this, the level of effort is low. The only thing you have to go is you go up to the search bar, you search for maintain feedback setup task, and then you see a couple different options and you go ahead and select the checkbox for anonymous by default. You select OK, and then after that, it is already implemented in your tenant. Moving on to the next item on our agenda, which is the Skills Cloud skills description. As a quick introduction, and you already might be familiar with it, but what Skills Cloud is, it's a machine learning powered remote collection of skills. So by now, Workday has over 55,000 skills that's created from customer contributed data, public data sets, and purchase data sets. A couple things that Skills Cloud is able to do. We can suggest skills based on a career profile, meaning certifications, interests, job history, and so on. Workday can also suggest skills based on related skills and skills endorsements. We use Skills Cloud in many function areas. One of them is talent, but we also use it in HCM, recruiting, learning, and projects. It is a prerequisite for some of our features, such as suggested skills, Career Hub, or the talent marketplace as well. In the past, if you were unclear of what a skill represented, and because of that you maintained your own skills, now what we have the option to do is we can view description of the skills in that skills cloud. So now we have over 55,000 skills, and we can see the description of those skills. One thing that kind of the benefit of that is that it reduces the manual effort of having your own skills. So now you can move away from maintaining those own skills due to having a specific description of the definition, what kind of knowledge is required, the different professional use cases, because now we can rely on the description Workday provides for the Skills Cloud skills. The only thing you have to do in order to opt into that is by going up to the search bar, searching for maintain feature opt-ins report, and then you can search for a filter for skills description and enable it, and then you can already view these descriptions moving forward. A super handy thing you can do is create your own custom report, pull in the workers, pull in what skills they have, and you have the option to add additional column where you can see the description for the respective skill the worker has. And that already sums up the 10 performance features in the 2026 R1 release. Thank you for listening.